Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Future I. Dear students, I am here brought you another model question paper of the district Udupi. In this class we are going to discuss answers of multiple choice question paper which is officially released by DDPI office Udupi. So before going to jump into the questions, as usual there is a request from my side. Still, if you have not subscribed for my channel, kindly subscribe and share the video. Now let's move on to the question section, children. So very first question here is, if the line given by x plus y plus 5 equals to 0 and 3x plus ky plus 6 equals to 0 are parallel, then the value of k is. See, in this problem two equations they have given and they are saying these two equations are parallel. So here we need to find the value of k. So as the lines are parallel, you must be knowing it a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2 and which is not equals to c1 by c2. So here k is present in the place of b2. Hence, first find a1 by a2 ratio. That is 1 by 3 we will get, and find b1 by b2 ratio. In the place of b1 we get 1 and in the place of b2 there is a k. So actually a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2. Hence k value has to be 3 for this question. Next, let us move on to the another question. Two lines are given to be parallel. Means two lines are parallel to each other. The equation of one of the line is 4x plus 3y equals to 5. Then one of the possible second parallel line is. So here they have given one equation and they are saying two equations are parallel. So which would be the second equation which makes the equations are parallel? That is a very important thing. So for this, you wanted to find a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2. As they are saying the lines are parallel, here actually a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2 and which is not equals to c1 by c2. So that ratio has to match. Hence here the correct option is C, that is 8x plus cy is equals to 6. See, now find the ratio. See, a1 by a2 you find, 4 by 8 will get means 1 by 2. Next 3 by 6 again we will get 1 by 2 and 5 by 6 we will get means a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2 and which is not equals to c1 by c2. Hence option C is correct. Move on to the next one, children. How many number of solutions are there to the pair of linear equation 2x plus 3y equals to 9 and 4x plus 6y equals to 18? Again here you wanted to find the ratios. So first find out the ratios. a1 by a2 will get 2 by 4 means its simplest form is 1 by 2. a1 by a2 we are getting 1 by 2 and find for b1 by b2, for that also we are getting 1 by 2. And find for c1 by c2. So for that we'll get minus 9 by minus 18. It means we'll get 1 by 2 only. Means all ratios are equal. When all the ratios are equal, definitely we'll be having infinitely many solutions. Hence option B is correct for this. Fourth question. The lines representing 2x plus 3y minus 9 equals to 0 and 4x plus 6y minus 18 is equals to 0 are. So given options are intersecting lines, perpendicular lines, parallel lines, coincident lines. So very simple one. So first find the ratios. a1 by a2. So a1 by a2 we get 2 by 4. So it means 1 by 2 only. Next 3 by 6. Again we are getting 1 by 2 only. Next minus 9 by minus 18. Again we will get 1 by 2 only. Means all ratios are equal. So it means for which line we get all ratios are equal? That is for coincident lines. When the lines are coincident, we'll be having infinitely many solutions. Next question. The next term of the AP 3, 1, minus 1, minus 3, so on is. So how do you find the next term here? So first to find the common difference. So 1 minus 3 you will do. So you will get minus 2. So minus 2 add to this minus 3 means your fourth term is minus 3. So for minus 3 you wanted to add minus 2. So we'll get minus 5. So here the correct option is C. And sixth question is a very nice question they have made, children. and in this question paper a few questions are there. They are very good questions. See here, if A, B, C are in AP, then options are 2B equals to A plus C, B equals to A plus C, B equals to AC, B equals to root AC. So you will be in confusion. So how to answer for this? So what you want to do is, you only consider an AP. For example, 1, 2, 3 you will take it. So A value will be 1, B value will be 2 and C value will be 3. So those values you substitute in this first option. I mean 2B equals to A plus C. So this satisfies LHS equals to RHS. Hence here the correct option is A. Next let us find another one. How many 2-digit numbers are divisible by 3? Very simple question children it is. So we have to find how many 2-digit numbers are divisible by 3. So for this first you wanted to write the AP. So which is the smallest 2-digit number which is divisible by 3? That is 12. So after 12, 15 and so on. Which is the greatest 2-digit number which is divisible by 3? That is 99. So now you got AP. That is 12, 15, so on so on 99. So next use an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d and find the n value. A value will be 12, d value will be 3 and last term an will be 99. So easily you will get it n value. So n value gives the total number of 2 digits which are divisible by 3. So here the correct option is C, that is 30. What is the sum of first n natural numbers? See, you are going to find sum of n natural numbers. So options are n into n plus 1 by 2. Option B is n square, n into n minus 1 by 2, n into n plus 2 by 2. So option A is correct here. Ninth question. So very nice question children it is. The fourth term of the AP is 4. The sum of the first 7 terms is. Given options are 4, 28, 16, 40. Children, understand the problem. See here fourth term is given and we need to find the first 7 terms. I mean sum of first 7 terms we wanted to find. So we don't have the AP. So you have to use the common sense. So you have to write one AP yourself that contains the fourth term is 4. So how do you write? See for example I'll write like this 1, 2, 3, 4. See fourth term I am getting it 4. Otherwise you can write like this minus 2, 0, 2, 4. Means as your wish you could not write children. So it has to be in AP. Like that you wanted to write one AP in which the fourth term should be 4. So better one is you take 1, 2, 3, 4 only. So in that A value is 1. D value also you will get it 1 into, if you subtract 1 you will get it 1 itself. And n is 7 because we wanted to find sum of 7 terms. So by having A, D, n values easily we can find sum of 7 terms by using the formula Sn is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So which gives exact answer for this question, that is 28. Option B is correct. So next question number 10. If the quadratic equation x square plus px plus 4 equals to 0 has 2 equal roots. So this problem is based on discriminant. It has 2 equal roots children. Then the value of p is. Given options are 3, 4, 5, 6. So what you want to do is you wanted to find the discriminant value which must be equal to 0. Means you wanted to take like this b square minus 4ac which is equals to 0. Why I am taking b square minus 4ac equals to 0? I am taking equals to 0 because it has equal roots. So when b square minus 4ac equals to 0, only in that case we'll get 2 equal roots. So simplify this by using that formula and we'll get the answer is 4. That is option B. Another question on discriminant children. The discriminant of quadratic equation 5x square minus 3x plus 1 equals to 0 is. Options are minus 5, minus 7, minus 9, minus 11. Direct question it is. Find A, B, C values and find the value of b square minus 4ac. So we'll get the answer, that is D minus 11 will get. Next question. If the roots of quadratic equation x square minus 8x plus m equals to 0 are equal, again these are, roots of these equations are equal, then the value of m is, again what you want to find is b square minus 4ac equals to 0 only. Use this formula and simplify the things, you will get m value, that is 16. D is 16 you will get. Next question. The roots of the quadratic equation x square plus 7x equals to 0 are, given options are 0, minus 7, 0, 7, 7, minus 7, minus 7, minus 7. So this is very simple one. Just look at the given equation, x square plus 7x is equals to 0. In that, take x as common factor. So as you take x outside, we'll get x into x plus 7. Now x equals to 0 and x equals to minus 7 will get. So therefore the option is 0, minus 7. So that is exact answer for this question. Next, let us move on to the another one. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to, given options are minus 1, 1, 0, 2. Children, this we have to solve by using trigonometric identity. So third identity, 1 plus cot square theta equals to cosec square theta, isn't it? So later on you transfer the cot square theta to left side. So we get it as cosec square theta minus cot square theta equals to 1. So option B is correct. Next, 15th one. If 5 cos A equals to 3, then the value of sec A is, given options are 3 by 5, 5 by 3, 4 by 3, 4 by 5. So first find cos A value exactly. This 5 you transfer to right side, so we'll get cos A is equals to 3 by 5. And one more important thing is sec is the reciprocal of cos. So your cos value will get 3 by 5, hence the reciprocal of cos is sec. So we get that 5 by 3 is the answer. So that is option B is correct for this one. Next, 16th question. Sin 60 degree into cos 30 degree is equals to, given options are 1 by 4, root 3 by 4, 3 by 4, 1 by 2. So write the sin 60 degree value, children. So that is root 3 by 2. And cos 30 degree value, we get that root 3 by 2 itself. So simplify these two. Root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2. So we'll get 3 by 4. So that is option C is correct for this question. Next, 7th one, children. So in the figure, angle B equals to 90 degree, angle A equals to angle C, and BC equals to 10 centimeter. Then the value of tan 45 degree is, just if you know the tan 45 degree value, without seeing the options on the problem, you can go for the correct answer, children. Tan 45 degree value is 1. Or else if you want to do, see, here they have said that angle A equals to angle C. So you wanted to keep it in the mind, sides opposite to equal angles are equal. So AB will be equal to BC. So BC measurement is how much? 10 centimeter. So AB measurement also you will get 10 centimeter only. Now use the tan ratio. So what is the ratio of tan? That is perpendicular by base. So 10 by 10. So both will get cancelled and will get 1. So for what angle of tan we get 1? So that is for tan 45 degree. Hence here the correct option is B. 18th question. The distance of the point alpha comma beta from the origin is, so distance of a point which is from origin we wanted to find. So given options are alpha plus beta, alpha square plus beta square, root alpha square minus beta square, root alpha square plus beta square. So which formula we use to find distance from the origin? That is root x square plus y square when points are x comma y. But here points are alpha comma beta. Hence the answer is root alpha square plus beta square. Option D is correct. 19th question. In which quadrant does the point 3 comma minus 3 lie? So observe the given point 3 comma minus 3. So x value is in positive. So y value is in negative. So positive and negative is belongs to quadrant 2. Next. The area of the triangle whose vertices are 2, 3, 2, 4 and 2, 5 is 0 square units, 2 square units, 6 square units, 12 square units. So here coordinates of 3 points given and asking to find area of the triangle. So you wanted to use area of triangle finding formula, that is half into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. And if you simplify, you will get area is 0. So option A is correct. And another thing, you know what? Look at the given coordinates. 2, 3, 2, 4 and 2, 5. X values all equal. X1 is equals to X2 which is equals to X3. All 2 only is there. Means all these points will be on a straight line. Means these are collinear points. So collinear point doesn't form the triangle. When it doesn't form the triangle, how can you find the area of the triangle? It is highly impossible. Next, move on to the next one. 21st question. The coordinates of the point which divides the join of x1, y1 and x2, y2 in the ratio m1 is to m2 internally. It means here you wanted to write a section formula, children. So m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. So that is option A itself the right answer. And see, in section formula nowhere we have minus symbol. See, in the option B there is a minus symbol. In option C also we have a minus symbol, and in option D also we have a minus symbol. So it says directly for us all options of B, C, D or goes wrong. The correct option is A. 22 is very nice question, children. So if the following figure represents less than type of ogive graph, so less than type of the ogive graph represents, then the median is, we have to find the median. So this is the graph. Observe the graph properly, and the given options are 1500, 3500, 3000 and 2000. So these are the given options. See, for less than type ogive, graph goes from bottom to top, and there exactly they have drawn perpendiculars. 2 perpendiculars they have drawn. One is on y-axis and another one is on x-axis. The perpendicular which drawn on x-axis, that gives the exact answer. Means n gives the answer here. Therefore 2000, option D is correct. Move on to the next one. The size of the class interval 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80 is, given options are 10, 20, 30 and 40. So such a simple question, children. You wanted to find size of the class. So to find size of the class, upper limit minus lower limit. 40 minus 20 is 20 only. 60 minus 40 is 20 only. 80 minus 60 is 20 only. So 20, option B is correct. Children, don't confuse for size of the class and class mark. Class mark is nothing but midpoint you wanted to find. So to find midpoint or class mark, we have a formula, upper limit plus lower limit by 2. Don't confuse for size of the class and class mark. Be careful about that. Next question. The mean, median of given data are 20. Means 20 is the mean and 22 is the median respectively. Then the mod is. Children, see here we wanted to find mod. Mean and median is given. So which formula you wanted to use? Empirical formula you wanted to use. See, this year definitely there will be problem on this formula. Either formula they may ask, or they may ask the problems like this. So what is empirical formula? So that is 3 median is equals to mod plus 2 mean. So use the formula, substitute values and that, and definitely you will get the correct answer. So here the right answer for this question is 26. Option B is correct. Question number 25. All squares are, options are similar but may not be congruent, congruent, neither similar nor congruent. So this is cannot be possible. So option C cannot be possible. None of these. So this is also wrong. So either A should be correct or B should be correct. See, you just imagine you take a square which having all sides equals to 5 cm, and you take another square which having all sides will be equal to 4 cm. So now these two are congruent or not? These two cannot be congruent because sides are not equal. Angles are equal. That is okay. But sides also should be equal to become congruent. But here, what are the squares aside now? A square which having all sides equals to 5 cm and all sides equals to 4 cm. These two are similar because all angles are equal and sides should be proportional. So hence the correct option is A. Similar but may not be congruent. So next question number 26. In the figure, triangle ABC, DE parallel to BC. then D is parallel to BC. Obviously, you wanted to use basic proportionality theorem. So AD equals to 1 centimeter, AE equals to 2 centimeter, EC equals to 6 centimeter. Find the length of the DB. So options are 2 centimeter, B is 4 centimeter, C is 3 centimeter, and D is 6 centimeter. So directly wanted to use basic proportionality theorem itself, children. I mean AD by DB is equals to AE by EC, and put the values what they have given, and you will get the answer, that is 3 centimeter. Option C is correct. Next, let us move on to another problem. A vertical pole of length 12 meter. So length of the vertical pole is given and its shadow length is given, that is 8 meter long on the ground. And at the same time, a tower casts a shadow 40 meter long. So shadow of the tower is given. Find the height of the tower. So these kind of the problems many we have solved, children. You wanted to draw suitable figure here. So if you draw the figure later on, you can use basic proportionality theorem concept. But in that you wanted to use corollary of BPT. So if you use corollary of BPT, and we get the answer, that is 60 meter, children, not a centimeter. So 60 meter will get. So option A is correct for this question. Next, 28th question. So if you use common sense, you can say of answer for this. No need to solve at all. The length of diagonal of a square is 7 root 2 centimeter. It means diagonal length is given. Then the area of the square we wanted to find. Options are 28, 14 root 2, 21, 49. Children, I said one side of a square is a centimeter. Its diagonal will be a root 2. It means what length of side will be there. For example, here side is 7 centimeter. So hence the diagonal is 7 root 2, we got it. If the side is 10, we get diagonal is 10 root 2. So here diagonal is 7 root 2, hence side will be how much? 7. So in square all sides will be equal to 7 centimeter only. Now use the area of square finding formula, that is side into side. So here 7 into 7, so which gives 49 is answer. Option D is right. So move on to the another question, children. In the following figure, QA and PB are perpendiculars to AB. Means angle A is 90 degree, angle B is 90 degree. Then the length of AQ is given. Options are 5 units, 8 units, 9 units, 15 units. See, first of all, these two angles, I mean at O, two angles are forming. So namely AOQ and BOQ. So these two angles are vertically opposite angles. And angle A equals to angle B 90 degree because they said it in the problem. Now these two triangles are similar according to AA similarity criteria. Now which are the corresponding sides? So corresponding sides are AQ by PB. AQ value you don't know, PB value we know. Next AO is AO by OB. I repeat again, children, use this ratio. AQ by PB is equals to AO by BO. Now substitute the values. So it gives the answer for us, that is 15 units. So option D is correct. Otherwise, if you use the common sense, you know, easily you can answer off. See, AO by OB. These two are corresponding sides. Simplify this. So how much we'll get? So if you simplify 10 by 6, we get that 5 by 3 we will get. And AQ by PB also will be in the same ratio, 5 by 3 only. So 9 you can divide by 3 table. So 3 is a 9. Then 3 how much is a 5? 5 is a how much? So that is 15. So AQ will be equals to 15 units. So sometimes by using the common sense also you can be answered for such kind of the questions. Next, a tangent is drawn from a point 13 centimeter away from the center. Means there is a point which is 13 centimeter away from the center of the circle whose radius is 5 centimeter. Then the length of the tangent. So Pythagorean triplets. You want to use Pythagoras theorem concept. If you know the Pythagoras triplets, easily you can answer. So 13, 5 and 12 are Pythagorean triplets. Means option C is correct. So next, question number 31. A tangent intersects the circle at dash point. Such an easy question. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. So tangent means it has to intersect the circle at only one point. Option A is correct. Next question. In the figure, angle AOB equals to 120 degree. Then APO equals to. Here AOB means this full angle, children, which is forming at the center. This full angle is 120 degree. Now carefully listen which angle I am reading. AOP. So AOP will be 60 degree because AOP and BOP are corresponding angles. So what all the two triangles are formed here, we can show those two triangles are congruent. So AOP will be 60 degree and OAP will be 90 degree. So 90 plus 60 degree will be 150 degree. Then APO will be 30 degree according to angle sum property of triangle. Hence here the correct option is A, 30 degree. Question number 33. A straight line passing through a point on a circle is, just now we have seen. So to become a tangent, the line has to passes through the circle at only one point, means it has to intersect through a point. So that is the tangent. Tangent passes through circle at one point. Next, 34. So this is from construction chapter. To construct a triangle similar to triangle PQR with sides 9 by 5. So 9 by 5 means you will be getting a triangle greater than the constructed triangle of the corresponding sides of angle ROX is an acute angle. The minimum number of points to be located at equal distance on a ray QX is. Children, first what you wanted to do here is first construct a triangle PQR and later on you will construct acute angle. So that is RQX. After acute angle, you wanted to draw few arcs, means few points you wanted to mark on the line QX. So how many lines you will mark, how many arcs you will cut, how many points you will mark there. So that gives by the greater number in the ratio. See, whenever you are constructing similar triangles, so which number is greater? So many arcs we wanted to draw on the acute angle ray. So here 9 is the greater in the given ratio. Hence 9 arcs we wanted to cut. So that is option B is correct. In the figure, the measure of PQO angle. PQO. Where it is PQO? PQO. And in the figure angle P measurement is given 50 degree. So without giving this angle also easily we can find PQO, children, because PQ is a tangent. So tangent makes 90 degree angle at point of contact with radius. Means PQO angle is 90 degree. Option B is correct. Next, move on to the another question. So if the volume of a cylinder is 300 centimeters square, the volume of cone having the same radius and height as that of the cylinder is. See here, volume of cylinder is given and volume of cone they are asking to find, but that cone having the same radius as well as the same height. Yesterday we have solved the same kind of the problem, but they generally asked in the last question, I mean yesterday's question. But here they have given numericals. See, volume of cylinder is 300 centimeter cube. Hence, what would be volume of cone which having the same radius and height? So, volume of cone is 1 by 3 times less than the volume of the cylinder. Means 300 into 1 by 3 you do it. Otherwise, 300 divided by 3. So, we get answer 100. So, option D, 100 centimeter cube is right answer. Question number 37. The formula to find volume of a frustum of a cone is. See, children, from this chapter definitely one problem will be there on formula. So here the correct option is option A, 1 by 3 pi h into r1 square plus r2 square plus r1 into r2. Next, let us move on to the another problem. A capsule is in the shape of a cylinder with hemisphere attached to both the base. The total surface area of the capsule. So capsule usually you will be seeing it will be having, it will be contained two hemispheres and one cylinder, and here they are asking how do you find the total surface area of the capsule. See here they clearly said we wanted to find total surface area, but as you see the capsule, so what you feel is you will use a formula this, total surface area of a hemisphere and total surface area of cylinder you will use. So that is wrong. Means the base of two hemispheres and the bottom and top of the cylinder you cannot be touched. So hence here you want to use curved surface area of hemisphere and the CSA of cylinder finding formula. So curved surface area of a hemisphere is 2 pi r square. Here there are two hemispheres, hence 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r square, you will get 4 pi r square. And CSA of cylinder finding formula is 2 pi r h. Hence here the correct option is C, 4 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. 39th question. Direct question it is. The radius of sphere whose surface area is 616 centimeter square is. See, surface area is given. We need to find the radius. Use the formula. Surface area of a sphere finding formula is 4 pi r square, which is equals to 616. So if you simplify, you will get the answer, that is B, which equals to 7 centimeter. Next, question number 40. A solid is in the shape of cone mounted on a cylinder. Means there is a cylinder. Over the cylinder there is a cone with both their radii equal to 4 centimeter. Means radii of cylinder equal to radii of cone. If the total height of the solid is 8 centimeter, means total height of the solid is given 8 centimeter and height of the cylinder is given 5 centimeter. Children, here you wanted to do some mind work. So total height is 8 centimeter. So height of the cylinder is 5 centimeter. Then what would be height of cone? So that is 3 centimeter. So in cone, radius is given 4 centimeter, height we have got 5 centimeter. Now slant height easily you can find. So slant height finding formula is root over h square plus r square. Otherwise, if you have the concept of Pythagorean triplets, height, base and slant height related to Pythagorean triplets. So here 4, 3 and slant height should be 5. So C is 5 centimeter. Means slant height should be 5 centimeter. Dear students, I hope you have got it answers of this question paper. So you sit and practice answers for these questions if you have not got it. So I am there here to help you. If you have not got any question answer while solving, if you face any difficulties, definitely I'll help. So in the next class we come up with another model question paper. Until then, take care. Bye. See you.